Want a serious
A
challenge?
shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers.
I don't even know what that guy does. No fight, only cheat.
That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
What do you mean, breathe new life? Oh, these are all... Oh. Let's see, my bow is maxed out. Lost and found is not useful without anything else. So let's do this.
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
True Forge grants access to 2 additional upgrade tiers, unlocking the full potential of each weapon. Okay, so I can actually look at things. The True Shrine grants access to new idols to the most elusive members of the Pantheon. Grants a variety of new vigils. Nobody cares about vigils. Access to additional inventory, including new spirits. Grants access to the Trapper Snare, a powerful secret skill. Meh. Grants access to potent spirits from the Private Reserve. Alright, definitely going this.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Damage. More. So I can do more damage over time, which stacks with scumbag arrows. And I do like the damage over time. I feel like doing 50% more damage would also help out quite a bit. Oh, you can respec however you want. Cool. The damage over time has actually been pretty helpful. And you know what? I'm using my bow as my primary damage source. So
Arrows like that can practically find their own way.
let's actually do damage. What secret skill am I using? I am rocking the ricochet one for AoE. So what am I going to upgrade next is the question. Maybe the distillery. Distillery and I guess the lost and found.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
You know, I should probably try to do more of these to get more, what are those things called? Like crafting materials.
Rothus Lagoon. Even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten.
Oh, you think the dot is more damage, just slower? Well, upfront damage is the most important damage, right? No.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here.
Oh, it's 42 damage. I wish I could see how much damage the
All
dot
kinds
does.
of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about.
Oh, Oh, okay. Remember what we're dealing with.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon.
I really don't like it when I get these special abilities and they just...
Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct.
Oh.
Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne.
Taking a lot of damage.
The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course.
I feel like I'm going the right way and I need to go the wrong way.
Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
Alright, well, that wasn't very exciting.
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining, and it ain't raining. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Kid's got a mean throwing arm.
Alright, boss went that way, so let's go this way.
Most of those peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way.
I want
Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator's scraps.
Alright, you're not being very nice.
Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
Facing the wrong way.
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. He holds his ground. Seems the queen's running out of options. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. Still no sign of the shard.
Get this thing out of here. Oh.
Well, the brusher's way ain't really his style.
Just now noticing this crazy music. Oh, what a sucker.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid.
Or run away.
Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding. Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running.
Oh.
She's starting to get annoyed.
Did I miss again? Oh dear. He's getting faster.
And now he's made her mad. Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
Oof.
He's got it, and he's home free.
That was a little rough. Oh, and I died. Sometimes it's kind of hard. A lot of the time, it is difficult to see where you're actually supposed to go.
Kid's done what needed to be done.
Okay, so I think I'll do the,
Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel.
the Lost and Found next.
That gator's a crazy gal, but so is the gal who promised to look after her. They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Oh, a pike. I feel like the pike could be pretty interesting.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
You mean the pike, you're pretty sure? I think the pike could be pretty cool. Something pointy. Something fancy. Something wrong. %15 damage resistance. That sounds nice. 5% chance to turn zealous after defeating a foe, while zealous gain 200% damage for 3 seconds. Not bad. Gain some health by striking foe. Side effect: 66% tonic health, or health tonic potency. Interesting. Gain some health by counter blocking. Seems okay. This one, I don't know if this one's necessary. I also don't know if it stacks very well with the other one. This one, I like this one though. You were pike machete? How did you deal with having no, like no ranged attacks? Oh, I guess the pike has a ranged attack. True that exists. Alright, only like 5 more weapons to unlock. Alright. Yeah, actually, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We'll keep it.
The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds. Over there is Camp Dauncey, where the brushers steel themselves for secret missions.
See what this one's about. There's no upgrade mats for your bow, gun in the Lost and
To prepare
Found.
for the wilds,
Nope.
Ceylonia's brushers practice at Camp Dauncey. Had to navigate a maze of pincushions with nothing but a pike. It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job. Health tonics were off limits at Camp Dauncey. They said they
Can't
made you
roll.
weak. The rules said he couldn't use any fancy footwork, just your brains and your pike.
There's something weird going on. Guess the final switch is up there. Yep. Oh no, that's a restart. Is that the beginning? Oh, there's one way over here. Oh, no, that's restart as well.
Just getting through the course in one piece was an accomplishment.
Yeah, that was really bad. Under 90 seconds. Yeah. You know who's not gonna get far on this one? Me. And I think there's no more upgrades for those
You can
because
see
I
why the brushers
bought 'em
prize
already.
those pikes of theirs.
Okay.
Point Lemaine's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep.
Just need to only kill the ones in your way. Yeah. I need to plot a route. It'll take a while to figure
Know
it
how
out.
Celandia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Oh, there's a new weapon right there. It's gonna replace my my bow probably.
Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam! Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check.
Who has time for this?
Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
I don't like this weapon, and I think it's really bad. But I'm sure it upgrades into something useful. I'm sure. I hope.
Whole place shudders in a fit. The Grand Rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand Rail's all grown over with things of calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place.
Okay. So you don't have to like wait for it to line up. I guess that's just something. It's a sniper rifle of a game where half the mobs run directly at you. I definitely don't see the proper functionality for it.
On the rail.
Like it's too slow. Oh my gosh. I feel like the bow is just better.
Way to cure a cough like that.
But, I mean, could upgrade into something nice. It's got a power shot. And I will give it credit. It does do more damage than the bow, but, you know, I also gotta stand around more. Oh no.
The place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple.
To be fair, it's also capable of shooting faster than the bow, since you can lose half charge. You know, you do have a point with that as well.
Of course, the Grand Rails see much more fighting than bygone times.
I'll definitely give it a better shot.
Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Celanian War.
A better shot maybe when it's, like, I'll give it a fairer shot when it's little range thing goes up. Now I have to get used to the bow again. I am not used to it.
It was right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up. Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs.
Birds. Oh my gosh.
Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turning into Swampweed Central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath?
Getting bodied.
While choking on swampweed. While peckers trying to prick you in the eye. Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
Oop.
But then, at last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swampweed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zulf. Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham.
Look, I'm using
When
WASD.
the kid comes to, the man's long gone. But something else is there.
And it's not easy to kind of move at a diagonal with WASD with all these little poison flowers all over the place. It's rough times, man. I can't roll or anything.
Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note. That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it? Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the distillery, I believe. All the other ones are okay. I'm gonna go with the distillery.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Reduce damage from falling. Didn't realize you took damage from falling. Black tonic, nice. Survive an attack that would have brought defeat. Ooh. This seems like it was worth. I don't use the black tonics too much, so let's do that.
Live wine so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste.
Army carbine, a special bullet that lodges inside the target and explodes shortly thereafter. That's for the carbine. Percent speed while aiming. Bullets cause knockback.
That's the way to make every shot count. Even the army never issued carbines in such fine shape.
Critical chance. Morph. Oh, this is aiming speed. Oh. Well, no, aiming speed is what I want. So this is just moving around, which is actually pretty useful. That one sounds like losing. Are you telling me you're not getting good enough to need it? To not need it? The bow? Are you talking about the bow? Because, like, the bow is just too good. feel like I should give this army carbide another shot.
The shards are getting harder to find.
There we go.
That's Trigger Hill, where the Army's elite became the finest marksmen in the land.
Oh, the second life wine thing? That's, I've only died, I think, once, where I had to restart.
Caelandia's army only took the best, and the best of them trained on Trigger Hill. The Triggers believed they were nothing without their rifles.
I need to get level 2 with this, because it has that.
Nothing beats the feel of shooting a Caelandian army carbine.
Supposed to... Oh.
Sometimes you had to take care to steady your shot. The Triggers had clearance to modify their guns however they chose. Some felt the course was too easy, so the Triggers spiced things up a bit. The kid ain't bad, but the Triggers were better.
Okay. What do I need for 35 seconds? I was kind of goofing around for a little while, so it might be possible for me to do that.
If you want to master the art of the firearm, then the place to go is Trigger Hill. Sometimes you had to shoot from the hip.
Come on. That's ridiculous.
I had to keep moving to avoid getting burned. Kid blows through that course like it was nothing.
Oh, that was it. Beautiful.
The Caelandian army would have recruited him in a flash.
Now I need more little money things.
The Triggers, my brothers, bravest men I ever knew.
Greater knockback, 15% damage. I've noticed that the knockback isn't really all too helpful. Also, look how much this requires. That's crazy. The poison's pretty useful. I'm kind of thinking if I wanted to be crazy, I could put the carbine on my left mouse button and the bow on the right. It would suck a lot, but it would be great for single target.
No risk of Culford Cauldron ever erupting again, they used to say. Guess they were wrong.
Now, the problem with the knockback on the shotgun is it doesn't stun, but shooting stuns you, so they just walk right back up.
Not everything blew up in the Calamity.
Yeah.
Why, Culford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Oh, that's an enemy. Thought maybe I could go over there, but guess not.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too.
I don't like these guys. Like, get out the ground.
It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Culford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
Interesting weapon.
Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction. Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you? Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Oh, I was like, what is killing me? It's the bomb.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing.
Alright, this is really bad. I can't break out
Best
of
to
it.
keep out of the cauldron.
Oh my gosh.
The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt.
Just play this safe. Think you should be dot on the bow. You only use it for beefy targets when you're not one-shotting them anyway. That, you know what? That is a good point as well.
The taste of air is so hot it sticks to your lungs.
Darn it, I keep doing that. Almost walked off right there. Ooh. I did it again.
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot.
Hello.
Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash.
Did that do damage to me?
We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway.
Flamethrower plus bomb enemies is quite a combo. Quite a combo for getting yourself killed, that's for sure. I don't like it one bit.
The more ash we swept aside, the more light we found. Place as inhospitable as they come.
I thought shooting it
pressed on.
Was how you got out of it. I think that homed in on me. What a jerk.
After all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron, looked down through all the smoke and flames,
that one hit me.
we saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity. We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog.
I should just switch to full screen. This is getting crazy for me.
Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path.
Yo, this guy is hitting hard. Oh.
Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Pops open on him like a pimple on a school day. And where there's one stink eye, there's always more.
Guessing I can't walk across that.
The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. Kid don't shed any tears for him, though.
Aren't you dying? Jesus.
With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it.
That level was crazy.
He comes back looking like the inside of a chimney. We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
Got the achievement Pet Sitter. That's just to tell me I got a new thing.
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now. The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
You know what? Let's do the shrines. Maybe the shrines will do something. Anything.
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends.
Or maybe it reduces the penalty a little bit. Oh.
Garmouth.
No, thank you.
Messia.
No, thank you. Not worth? Not worth. Gain the required number of mementos strewn across the countryside.
The culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes. I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
That's for the fire bellows. Both shall induce sloth with each strike. Both shall cause harm on physical contact. No, thank you. No, thank you. Maybe the memorial would have been good if you need shards. I do need shards. Yield generation.
Now we're looking at some serious firepower.
Go damage.
It's no longer a weapon. It's a precision instrument.
Still need to. I think I might know where to get that.
We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan.
I don't have any upgrades for this, so this is probably going to be a little tough.
The city's unwanted things all met their end in the yard. Folks who fouled up will do their time here, smashing things to bits.
100 objects.
The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Folks learned to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk. Had to work real fast for the finest prize.
Wow. 40 seconds or less? Okay, well, what I'm looking for is not there, so...
Ever want to just smash things for a while? You know where to go.
Well, you know, I could do the shield one, too. And get shards there.
It's time for juice and squirts, they used to say.
Nope, not this one. Feel like third place on any of these is super free. Second is super free with any amount of upgrades. It does kind of seem like that, doesn't it? This one is super tough. I had a really hard time with this one. Oh, didn't even let me see it. Oh. How about just holding down shift? That would work, huh? Right? Oh no!
Expert trappers got something extra to give him an edge.
Alright. That wasn't too bad. It's not there. Well, this one, you had a very hard time with that one. I have a very hard time with that one. Although I was trying to manually shoot them, and holding down shift makes that so much easier. Did I see the rewards for this one?
The Brushers were Caelondia's field agents, and their training was harsh.
Yeah, I don't like this.
You had to find a path through the maze as quick as you could. Sometimes the course was brutal.
Just want to see the rewards. All I came here for. And it's not the rewards that I need. Missed the switch at the start again? Oh, I just wanted to see the rewards for that one, and that one doesn't have the bowstring. Unfortunately. Also, that one's like super tough. Super tough.
Welcome to Grady Incinerator, home of the hottest wings.
Not this one either.
Caelondia. In all seriousness, the incinerator was a dump, and it had a problem with peckers.
It's not on shield.
Blasted things would swoop in and spread trash all around until we started using the fire. We couldn't just torch them all at once. We he had to use restraint. The Peckers were willing to fight tooth and nail for all that trash.
There are more? Oh, that was it. Okay. Well, it's not here. The shield one, I already did the shield one, and it's just shards. I still have to do the level 3 one for that, but yeah, I don't know where to get the last bowstring. I guess you just get it much, much later.
Not much left of Mount Zan nowadays. It's like a cross between a zoo and a prison break.